Welcome back to On the Rise, and today there was 5 Canadian players in action, with one Canadian absolutely stealing the show in Tajon Buchanan for Club Brugge today. It was a very exciting match for Tajon Buchanan, where he did pick up his first goal of the season in a 5-0 thumping of Eupen. But guys, we're going to be, of course, breaking down the latest CanMNT news from today, and we're starting off with Tajon Buchanan's Club Brugge side, as Tajon Buchanan has scored his first goal of the season, where he did go 69 minutes, picking up a 7.7 match rating, as he did score against USMNT prospect and goalkeeper, who everyone is high on in the US, in Gabriel Slonina, who got absolutely pounded in by Club Brugge today. It was a huge performance by Club Brugge, and it looks like Tajon Buchanan has found a new home and a brand new position now under the latest manager at Club Brugge, in the Norwegian manager, in Ronny Deila. And this is very exciting, as Tajon Buchanan, as we all know, for the CanMNT has played wing back, he's played winger, and he's shown his versatility here even more this season. Last year, he did play wingback quite a few times for Club Brugge and all over the place. But this season for Ronny Deila, he has been dropped back to right back, and Tajon Buchanan has truly found his true form. With Tajon Buchanan scoring his first goal of the season this year for Club Brugge with a header on the left side of the box in the 29th minute, he has shown that he can still get into those attacking positions up the pitch with his electric pace and his recovery speed as well. And what Tajon Buchanan brings Club Brugge is going to be extremely exciting. And I love seeing him at right back. I questioned it to start the season. I questioned it last match when we did our CanMNT daily video. And now I'm starting to warm up to this idea, especially with Ronny Deila as manager. I love what Ronny Deila brings inside. You've seen a much better Club Brugge side already to start the season. 3 games, 7 points, 2 wins and a draw, in second place behind Union Saint-Gilloise, who have won all 3 of their matches. And Club Brugge looks like a transformed side, a brand new side, and they're playing some great football. And to go out and beat, of course, Eupen, who aren't one of the greatest sides in the league, 5-0, it's still a statement. And what Tajon Buchanan has brought this side at right back is extremely exciting. Like I said, Tajon Buchanan is a much more attacking-minded player, and when you see him at right back, you questioned it, because we've never really seen his defensive side of his game to a high level. Of course, we've seen it at right wing back to a certain extent, but at right back, in a 4-back system, it's a different task. And Tajon Buchanan has been extremely exciting when he's played right back. And what he brings you is, of course, those exciting overlaps that he will bring to this Club Brugge side on that right flank, like electric pace getting forward, and he still seems to find those exciting attacking positions in the final third, even though he's at right back. And the reason he's able to do this is, of course, to his acceleration and his brilliant pace. And this can attribute just like Alphonso Davies does. Look at Alphonso Davies at left back. We questioned it probably a little bit when you switched to left back from winger when he joined Bayern Munich. And the reason he gets so far forward, creates so many chances for Davies, is that electric pace and his recovery pace. And that's the same with Tajon Buchanan. Tajon Buchanan has incredible pace and recovery pace, and that is what he's going to bring to Club Brugge on the right side. This is a huge reason why I want to see Canada in a 4-back, because the pace we have on both wingbacks is huge. Whether we play Alistair Johnston or Tajon Buchanan on that flank, that would be absolutely dangerous. And Tajon Buchanan scoring a goal today, getting into the final third, creating chances, showing that flair he also brings is huge. And now looking at that right flank for Club Brugge under Ronny Deila, the Norwegian manager this season, you have Robert Skov Olsen, who Tajon Buchanan is playing behind. I love what Robert Skov Olsen brings aside, and you saw it today. Scoring 2 goals today, Robert Skov Olsen with a 9.2 rating and a man in the match. That right flank for Club Brugge has now been transformed. It is extremely more attacking minded, it's very dangerous, and a lot of sides are going to struggle to keep this side from not scoring. We saw it with Westerlo. Eupen struggled extremely dangerously today to keep out this Club Brugge side. And scoring 5 goals, both wingbacks getting involved. You saw De Cooper getting an assist as well on the left flank as well for Club Brugge. And Tajon Buchanan scoring a goal. Both wingers having 2 goals each in Zinkernagel and Olsen. And even Hans van Achen had 2 assists at attacking midfielder. This Club Brugge side looks extremely more exciting, and a lot of Canadians should keep an eye on them. especially with how good Tajon Buchanan's going to be playing. We saw Club Brugge look absolutely terrible last year. Tajon Buchanan was all over the place, left wing, right wing, wing back on each side. Tajon Buchanan never found consistency. And this season, I know he's probably playing not in his favorite position. We know Tajon Buchanan loves to be further up the pitch, trying to impact the match. But I can see Tajon Buchanan absolutely flourishing at right back. And it's going to be very exciting to see how he continues to play for Club Brugge. Let me know what you guys think about his new position and how he might do with Club Brugge down below. But we're going to move on to the other Canadians who played today, and Theo Bair was involved in his second match in the SPFL with Motherwell. Of course, having more time to settle in with his new side, getting involved in his second match, scoring in his first game for Motherwell in that draw in the terrible conditions, and now he came back to play in his second match, where Motherwell did pull away with a huge win, coming with a 2-1 win over Hibs, and this was a great victory for Motherwell, who scored late on the 85th minute, and Theo Bair only went 56 minutes, but of course, just getting into the side, his second game, he's still finding his feet. I know after scoring a first goal in his first match, you're going to think, why didn't he get involved again? Why was he subbed so early? He's 23. He's a young striker. It's his second match. He just got involved with the squad. It's still great that he's starting matches so early into his tenure with Motherwell. And he had a great game even though he didn't have any chances. He didn't have any shots. And there was a lack of creativity up top for Motherwell, of course. But looking at this match, Motherwell did win. But this was a very even affair. Each side having plenty of chances, Motherwell dominating the passes in this game to a certain extent, and possession was split 49-51%. This is a very even game, but there was a lack of creativity for Theo Bair. Didn't have a single shot, only had 20 touches on the ball, but stats-wise, he had a decent game. 2 passes into the final third, defensively, 2 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 4 recoveries, 1 foul, 1, and winning 3 of 6 aerial duels. He's a unit, and he still had a very decent game for going 56 minutes for Motherwell, as Motherwell now are on 4 points from 2 matches, and they are starting very well to their season so far. But all's well, we did have a couple other Canadians in play, with one Canadian not having a great performance in Liam Millar. Liam Millar was subbed off extremely early for his FC Basel side, as they were pretty well beaten decently easily here to Lausanne, as Lausanne managed to beat FC Basel and having a 2.4 XG and 16 total shots. Liam Millar was subbed out very early, not very early, it was in the 84th minute, my apologies, as Liam Millar had a 5.8 match rating. I wasn't able to watch the entirety of this game with so many other matches so far, but there was just a lack of creativity for Liam Millar. He didn't really touch the ball. Having 84 minutes, you'd expect a lot more touches, but Liam Millar only had 34 touches all match. Didn't create anything, 0 for 2 on crosses, 0 for 1 on long balls as well, 0 for 2 in his shot accuracy, and 0 for 4 on successful dribbles. But defensively, a decent game, 7 recoveries, as well as getting fouled 4 times. For not touching the ball much and going 84 minutes, there was just a lack of creativity for FC Basel today, as they did fall 2-1 to Lausanne in a very unfortunate match for FC Basel in their very poor start to this season. But the other 2 Canadians weren't really involved, as Stephen Vitoria was available off the bench today and came on in the 46th minute for Chaves in their 2-0 loss to Rio Ave. Of course, Stephen Vitoria is aging a bit, of course, so I wasn't a bit surprised to see him on the pitch. I know some people might question saying, why is he still involved in the squad for Canada if he's on the bench? For me, he's still a top-class center back. When you're playing in the Premier Liga, it is still an amazing league, and he's playing against some fantastic teams. Rio Ave are a decent side. You still have some fantastic sides in Benfica, Porto. You have some amazing teams with some high-caliber sides. And Stephen Vitoria, even if he's getting substitute appearances, even if he's playing now again, it's still a huge league. I wouldn't start to worry about him unless he starts to consistently not play matches, not come on, stuff like that. I don't want to see him come back to the MLS. that's when I'd start to slowly bring the curtain down on Steven Vitoria at his time with the national team. But when he did come on, he still had a very decent game, having a 6.4 match rating. And Steven Vitoria is always consistent on the pitch. Went 45 minutes, very accurate on the ball, and defensively, a rock, as you can expect from Steven Vitoria. 7 clearances, 3 headed, and 3 recoveries. It was still a very good match from Steven Vitoria. As well, the last Canadian wasn't involved in the match, but we had to talk about Celtic, who won 3-1 against Aberdeen today and are on top of the table, as you would expect in the Scottish Premier League. Alistair Johnston was unavailable once again with his niggling injury that he is still having to deal with, but he should be back late August by the likes of things, as Celtic fans would, I'm sure, love to see Alistair Johnston back on the pitch, as well Canadian fans would. So hopefully Alistair Johnston will be back very soon for Celtic, as they're going to probably win the SPFL again like they always do. Of course, already 2 wins from 2. Alistair Johnston's side is flying as usual, and hopefully Ali can get back in the field and healthy for Celtic and back to his best and back and fit. But let me know what you guys thought about our performances today from a Canadian perspective. There was no transfer news around Jonathan David today. It's going to be very interesting to see because, of course, Tottenham, with Richarlison up top today against Brentford, looked very poor. Didn't create much for... Well, they created lots of chances, but Richarlison, he's just not the man. Scoring 1 goal last season. Hopefully, Jonathan David can pick up some rumours and get his way on to London and join Tottenham Hotspur. It hurts to say that, but hopefully he can join Tottenham Hotspur. It'd be a great club, I think, for Jonathan David. A lot of chances to score lots of goals in the Premier League under a very exciting Ange Postecoglou Tottenham Hotspur side. Let me know what you guys thought about Tajon Buchanan at right back, Steven Vitoria picking up time on the bench, as well as Liam Millar's FC Basel side struggling to start the season. Drop a comment down below, hit that like button, and drop a sub, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace!